Much of the civil rights movement has come out of the church. So these dinners, it's just part of it. And sweet potato pie is just right there in the midst. It soothes, it heals, and that's why it's called comfort food. Sweet potato pie, everybody's got how it should be and how it should be tasting, and it's gotta be grandma so-and-so's. It's such a complex thing, and so is racism. Very complex. Sweet potato comfort pie began sitting right here, watching the unrest in Ferguson, Missouri, where Michael Brown had been killed in a shooting by a police officer. And something said, make some sweet potato pies and take down there. Okay, and I did. So went into the kitchen, made about 30 of them, loaded up my car and drove down. The pie was there to serve as a catalyst for caring and strengthening and building community. Everyone just wanted to be heard. They wanted to be listened to with respect. When I was heading back, I said, you know what? It's not just Ferguson. It could be right here in Minnesota. So what do we do as a proactive measure to help people understand how to be in relationship with each other and to begin to talk to each other and listen to each other? The concept developed of we could do something over Martin Luther King holiday weekend. We're here on Saturday morning before the official Martin Luther King holiday on Monday. And what we're doing today is making 90 sweet potato comfort pies. The number of pies represents the age that Dr. King would be. Just make sure that you have your stuff on as long as you're in the kitchen. Volunteers are here ready to work and make those delicious pies so that everyone will be able to have them tomorrow. The sweet potato pie wasn't necessarily Dr. King's favorite dessert, but it certainly was one of his desserts. My role is to oversee. We don't use the recipe. Okay. For the fun of today, we just allow different people to hold the different spices and just dump, and I say stop. Just pour them in there. Just take a little taste off there. Then we taste so they can taste it and see if it feels right to them. Gentleman says a little more cinnamon, and that's why each batch that we make may be a little bit different. I get a tremendous sense of humbleness out of this whole process of making the pies and taking them into community, because who am I? I'm not a great cook, and I imagine there are people who make sweet potato pies better than I do. But the point is, I make them, and I pull people together to make them. Looking good. All right, and you can put them right on the rack. Beautiful.
People know about these pies all across the country, and they know about it because the motive is pure. We want to bring comfort, and we're going to do it through pie.
Woo, 90 pies. Thank you for being here. Sunday of Martin Luther King holiday weekend. Community members come together and have dialogue around race. What are they doing? What do they want to do? What's their dream? What is the action that they can begin putting in behind these thoughts and their dreams?
You're about to have some serious dialogues here. So your story is coming from your heart, it's your authentic story. What do I want to see change?
All people have to do is come and just be willing to listen and share. We even serve pie. And then they also tell stories to each other about who they'd like to gift those pies to. So that's how those pies go out into the community. It's bigger than me, and that's why I call it a calling, because I wouldn't have been able to have just sat up one day and go, I think I'll bake these pies, and I think I'll have the community come and take them out. No, it evolved. There is such power in food. It's a beautiful connection to our history. which is so important. And we have to talk more about where we come from so that our children, our grandchildren understand that. And so that people can have a greater sense of respect for each other.
Thank you. Give yourselves a hand for taking the time.